Okay, we're
Let's start?
rolling. Yep.
Okay, sweet. All right, you're gonna use the tennis ball. You're gonna wanna make sure that the tennis ball is on the inside aspect of your foot, just in front of the heel, so it's gonna look like that underneath your foot. You're gonna place your heel on the ground, then put it on the ball, and you're just gonna roll gently back and forth about this pace. So we wanna make sure that you don't push too hard and that you're not doing it for too long. So we're just gonna do enough to kind of feel it. If you feel like a knot, roll into it a little bit. You might be able to make sure you hold on to something, just to have a little bit more balance.
Okay.
So you're gonna do a quick roll out here, get that feeling like you got a little blood flow in it. Then we're gonna do the balance on here. 2 feet, make sure your toes are in line. So you don't wanna have one crooked, so nice and equal. You wanna make sure that one isn't pointed that way or one isn't pointed that way. So you wanna have them nice and equal. You wanna make sure your head is over your shoulders over your hips. You're gonna stand with your arms out, and then you're gonna close your eyes. When you're doing that, you're gonna squeeze your hip cheeks, squeeze your thighs, squeeze in between your legs, and squeeze in your belly button. Hold your arms out. If that's easy, bring your arms in, close your eyes. The whole time we're having our eyes closed. If that's easy, you're gonna shift your leg over, shift your weight over to the right, and you're gonna pick your left leg up just slightly with your toes still touching the ground. Engage, right? Turn everything on, close our eyes. Right? If that's easy, then we're gonna move back and forth with our eyes open, right? We can draw the alphabet, we can make a star, we can do a circle, whatever's easy for that. If it's harder, put your hands out. If you find your hip drop, you wanna make sure your hip stays up. So you wanna squeeze more into that hip muscle, the glutes, to stabilize yourself. If you find that you're bowing out like this, then you might wanna engage a little bit more and put a little bit more weight on the left foot so you're stabilizing yourself. So start evenly. Don't lock your knee out. Mine's a little hyperextended, so you wanna really make sure there's enough balance. And you do a little bit both sides, but predominantly on this right side.
Okay.
So start with that. We're gonna do a wall squat. So with we're gonna start with the ball now. So we did the bridge. You're gonna put your ball in between your knees, toes even, heels even, a nice distance, not too far out, not too close, just enough. You're gonna pull in your belly button and you're gonna squeeze here, and you're gonna pick your hips up, hold, squeeze a little bit more into the right leg to stabilize it, because you're gonna feel it weak, and then come back down. You're gonna do this for 10 seconds and 5 times. Squeeze, pull in here, push up, and then back down. So you're actually holding 10 seconds. So I'm gonna do it shorter. So it looks like this for 10 seconds. Squeeze in, engage, up, 1, 2, 3, keep squeezing, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, make sure you breathe, 9, 10, come down. And we'll do that 5 times. And the next one, we want to come around and videotape this way. We're going to make sure that our knees don't go over the tip of the toe, that they're back far enough, but they're also not out to the knees straight. So you're going to get just enough. You want your hip higher than your knee, but not completely flat. So just enough where there's a little weight in the back of your legs. And I want you to feel the weight into your heels. That's really important. And you're going to put the ball in here, and you want to make sure that you're not too close, that you're cheating. So you want your knees and your ankles to be in line, but enough space to squeeze the ball. Then I'm squeezing from the back of my hips, front of my hips, into my heels and my calves. Less here. If you're too much here, slide up a little bit. What I want you to feel is the heel squeezing into the knee, squeezing into the hip. So that's the most important part. It's not to do a wall squat. It's to feel the push in your heels. Right? I'm pushing from my heels. And you're gonna squeeze there, and we're gonna hold this 10 to 30 seconds.
Okay.
If it's 10's easy, great, then do 2 times 10. If that's super easy, expand it out. But I'm trying to 3 sets, up to 30 seconds each.
Okay.
You'll start to wobble, then push up. Come back down, squeeze, make sure you breathe, Pulling your belly button. And then push up. And if I'm going to hold for 30 seconds, I just stay like this. I want to make sure I'm engaging, so really make sure you're feeling in your heels. You should feel this in the back of your legs and squeezing in here the whole time. If that's hard at 5 seconds, then you need to do short intervals. So we'll play with that. All right?
Okay.
Let's start? Okay, perfect. Let's see how you do.
And then was there something with the ball at the end?
Oh, yes, thank you. Where did you put my ball? Children! Hey Mercedes, will you hand me a lacrosse ball?